CPR administered arbitration rules are one of the very best sets of administered arbitration rules available on the market. It was an honor to be involved in preparing those rules, and I regularly advise clients to use the CPR administered arbitration rules in their complex commercial contracts.
I'm very excited in general about the new administered rules because I think it's been a long time that CPR has had a great set of rules and a lot of thought behind it for self-administered arbitrations. I think it's just a natural evolution of the benefits that CPR is bringing to the arbitration world, that doing administered arbitrations, doing them quite cheaply, quite efficiently, and yet providing basic administrative services. It's a big win, I think, for the organization and for people using the CPR rules.
Let me tell you about some of the distinguishing features of CPR's administered arbitration rules. The CPR administered arbitration rules strike a correct balance for the CPR's involvement in the proceedings. It is a form of administration lean arbitration, where CPR gets involved in the arbitration when the parties need CPR, not when the parties don't need an administrator. CPR's administrative staff is really second to none. Not all of the arbitration institutions are as selective in appointing their staff. CPR's administrative fees are very competitive. Unlike other arbitral institutions whose administrative fees are determined as a function exclusively of the amount in dispute, CPR's administrative fees are based on a sensible schedule of fees so that even for large complex arbitrations, you're not paying a disproportionate amount of administrative fees. Finally, and most importantly, CPR's roster of arbitrators is second to none in terms of quality.
CPR's administered arbitration rules are geared to maximum flexibility. Whether you choose one arbitrator or 3 arbitrators, whether you and your adversary decide to select the arbitrators yourself, or task that process to CPR. The rules are drafted in such a way that you can choose to craft a process that works best for you. Section 5.4 of the Administered Arbitration Rules is truly innovative. In this screen process, you and your adversary choose the arbitrators of your choice. You then provide those nominations to CPR, who informs the arbitrator without informing that person who made the selection, thus enhancing the real neutrality of the arbitration process.
Well, one of the great things about the administered rules is that unlike many other arbitration organizations, our arbitrators have to be independent and impartial from the beginning. All of them have to be. And that really makes a big difference.
2 features of CPR's new rules that particularly impress me and reflect the certainty that corporations try to achieve when they select arbitration as their preferred method of dispute resolution are: 1, the requirement that CPR have oversight over the timing of the issuance of the final award. In these new rules, CPR must approve any scheduling order whereby the final award is to be issued more than 12 months after the initial pre-hearing conference. Second, CPR also requires that the tribunal apply the substantive law choice expressed by the parties in their arbitration clause.
You have this new form of administered rule designed to maintain freedom and self-determination, but also promote efficiency. So you see a set of rules that are designed to tell the parties how to organize themselves in the areas where disputation in the ad hoc process are most likely to arise. So that's the great beauty of the CPR administered arbitration rules. Efficiency, streamlined nature, plus cost effectiveness.